Hello everyone. Just wanting to check in. We're almost, we're drawing to the close of our first week and working with our deepening our practice with our Oracle Cards workshop. And there are just a few things I kind of wanted to check in with you guys about. So the first thing is, if you've decided to practice, spend the time with this workshop, let me say that, and you do not want to use the Facebook group. First of all, I want to say that you don't need to feel that you're missing out on anything, because anything I post on the Facebook group, I really sat with this and checked in and have decided that, even though originally I thought, oh, I'll do a few videos just for the Facebook group, but it's really become very clear to me over my own experiences the last few weeks that many times that solitary practice is the best and most loving act of self-care we can give to ourselves. So for those of you who are choosing not to join the Facebook group, you are not missing out on any of the videos or any of the information provided for this workshop. And I applaud you for choosing to practice a beautiful art of self-care for yourself without needing to look to others to validate your experience. Now, for those of you who are in the Facebook group, this can be a wonderful experience as well. And there's a beautiful joy in sharing your experience. So for whatever side of balance you are landing on for this workshop, just know that you are supported and that you're not missing out on anything either way. Each path is equally as valid and important and is valued. They are just unique, and you will know where you need to be by checking in with yourself. The other thing I wanted to address is if you have started the workshop late, you haven't really started the workshop late, so you don't need to feel any concern. Am I missing out? Am I like behind schedule? Have I fallen short? Could I be doing something better? That's not the case at all. The workshop will be on the channel for as long as I'm guided to leave it on the channel, which could be years down the road still that it's available. So you will come to the workshop when you're meant to. You'll explore it as you are meant to, and you'll start it and end it as you are meant to as well. It can be something that maybe it just doesn't feel like the right experience for you right now, and so you choose not to finish the workshop. That's perfectly fine. So this is really about empowering your intuitive side, empowering yourself on your journey, and letting that be your home base, not following someone else's teachings. So this is your filter. This is your center. And if it's not feeling right, if it doesn't feel good, this is the beautiful system that you have to determine what's right for you and what's not right for you. And that is unique to each and every one of us. So I just want you all to know that and to feel supported through this experience, by my work as a facilitator and also in the structure of the workshop as well. It's meant to support you really coming to home and learning to be guided by that, inspired by that, and to trust that. So I want to make sure to share that with you all. The other thing you're going to find is that there's a lot of journaling required of you, and journal prompts have been included for each week. So if you find that journaling is something that you don't really enjoy or do a lot of, there is that assistance offered to you to explore through those prompts. Some of you, if you're like me and you love to journal, you might not need those prompts, or they might be wonderful jumping off points that you can explore in new ways. But the journaling is really very highly encouraged, and that is something that if you study with me, if you spend any time in healing work with me, the journaling is key, and it's something that I really do ask very seriously of the people who work with me to sit down and at least try it, like really try it. So if you're feeling like, I don't know, I'm just not really feeling it, journaling doesn't have to be like writing an essay. It's a pouring out and a releasing onto paper. And so you can explore that without having to have structure if you don't want structure, or if you want to bring structure in, you can do that as well. Again, it's an intensely personal experience, and your journaling doesn't need to look like anyone else's journaling. It's yours. And it's something that you should allow yourself to explore and to feel free with. So I really want to encourage you all to, first of all, give the journaling a try, even if it feels uncomfortable. Sorry guys, I need a little tea today. And to work with the journaling prompts as much as you can, and to allow your journaling to be free, but also to really kind of go deep as well. So allow it to be what it, to flow out of you, the pen to paper, or if you're doing video journaling, the talking, to be free in its flow, but also to like kind of peel back some layers with it. So maybe it starts with, I'm just having a really terrible day, I feel awful, and then maybe you can unpeel another layer. Well, what's causing that? Well, what's underneath that? What's underneath that? You see how you can start to really explore with this and get to understandings and realizations of where you are and what's motivating the angst or the experience of discomfort or displeasure in your life, or whatever it might be. It could be beauty and joy and sensuality and happiness. It doesn't always have to be negative when we journal, but it allows you to kind of get to know yourself and who you are and who you have been and who you are becoming and what's shifting for you, in a way where with our fast-paced lifestyle we can lose that. At least I find that for myself, and journaling is like my home point for checking in with this center. So, and I can say personally from experience that the times in my life when I have stopped journaling or let journaling go, I have really struggled on my path. So it's part of the workshop because as a healer, that journaling is a large part of my toolkit. And as someone who's engaged in self-healing and also who's offering healing to others in the community, this journaling aspect is essential. And so it is a part of the workshop. And I do ask you to at least give it a try. Now, there are options within that. So maybe you don't want to write, maybe you want to be creative and do collages or artwork or however you'd like that to look. And that's a beautiful way to do that as well. You can also do video journaling if writing's just not your style. There are ways to explore the journaling aspect that, again, will make it unique for you. And there isn't a wrong way to journal. It's just about connecting in with self and where you are every day. And so that's the importance of this in the workshop. And once again, I do want to reiterate, just because I have received some emails, if you're choosing to practice this workshop in a solitary aspect and not join the Facebook group, I applaud you for that. And just like I applaud you if you want to join the Facebook group. But it's important for you to be able to feel that you are supported in working as a solitary practitioner for this workshop as well. So this is really about learning to trust ourselves and our own intuition. And you'll see I'm constantly coming from third eye into heart because it's important. This center, this is about opening up and honoring this center and being very grounded and supported in the other earth chakras as well. So it's about coming into that and feeling comfortable within that, and learning to hear and to trust those messages, and to understand our own blueprint for receiving those messages and experiencing connection to source, great spirit, whatever you want to call that. So allow yourself to sit with those things. If the workshop is bringing anything up for you, and maybe you're feeling some resistance to that, embrace the resistance. It's a wonderful gift. It's an opportunity for you to learn more about yourself and understand your journey and your purpose and why you're here. And so explore that. If there is a calling for you're wanting more one-on-one attention, then I would encourage you to seek out the healer that speaks to you for that one-on-one attention. This is a large workshop, and it is a workshop that's being gifted. So I'm not able to offer one-on-one attention for each and every one of you. But you can book a session with me if you'd like to, or and I really encourage this, whichever healer in your own community or online healer or whatever it is that you feel like speaks to you and your soul and where you are on your journey. You know, booking a session in during a workshop like this can be a beautiful experience as well, because you are opening up to exploring deeper depths, especially with this oracle deck that Sandra's created. So I just wanted to mention that, you know, seeking out a one-on-one session with the healer of your choice can be very helpful. And you know, the beauty of this type of work is that the ultimate answer lies within. So it is about, and I will make a video about my own journey this year as well, when I have time to do that outside, you know, once we've had this beautiful workshop experience together. The beautiful aspect of following a path of authenticity and a path that is fiercely, beautifully your own, spiritually, earth path, all of that stuff married together. The experience of connection to source can't really be experienced outside of ourselves. We can kind of get attached to having someone else connect for us, and almost become a junkie in a way with that type of an experience, but it's actually not it's not really our connection. It's experiencing it through someone else. Now, please, I am a healer myself as well, so I will say that when we can connect in with someone else and together explore the realms, that is a beautiful alchemy and an incredible marriage. And at my personal dark points, I do have a trusted healer that I turn to. So that is a beautiful thing. But at the end of the day, our real connection to source does need to be experienced and felt and held within our own being, because that is where we truly can be present and authentic and alive. It's that beautiful sense of connection. And I've had a wise woman tell me, I don't know, it was probably 7 or 8 months ago now, that it was essential for me to unplug from the mass consciousness of fear and to plug into connection to source. And so what I am trying to say rather long-windedly today is that only we are capable of plugging into that source and experiencing it through our own body, through our own being, through our own soul. So the intention and the purpose of this workshop is to assist you in plugging in yourself as well. So when you are finding those sticky points, or that sweet within the sting that I will talk about from bee magic, really allow yourself to be your own Hierophant and your own psychopomp and your own guide, okay? And allow yourself to communicate with the divine directly, without a filter, without needing someone else to do it. So those are my brief connection words of wisdom sharing with you all as we go through the first week of our workshop. Be where you are, honor where you are, love yourself, don't doubt yourself, don't question your intuition, just love yourself. And through this workshop, get to know yourself at a new level as well. And you are the one doing that, not the workshop. You are the one who's giving yourself the gift of getting to know yourself. So honor that for yourself. Honor how awesome you are, that you are giving yourself a gift that so many people are terrified of doing. And that is your own experience, getting to know yourself, connection to source, feeling the source move within you, feeling that you are a source, right? That you are a great spirit, that it flows through all of us. And then connection to the divine as well. So a deeper connection to whatever spiritual lineage you align with, and really experiencing that one-on-one. And for me on my path, wherever I am, that connection to Isis, that connection to Hecate, that connection to Odin or Ra, And through them, that connection to Great Spirit is stunning. It's beautiful. And so for you, that will look however it looks. But allow yourself to come back to a real feeling of that connection during this workshop. And for you, that could be Christ and God. It could be the Holy Spirit. It could be Mother Mary. It could be any of the various beautiful pantheons that we have to choose from and to connect with and work with in our spiritual practice. You might be working with Kali for this experience, and how awesome is that? There will be gods and goddesses or lineages or ancestors that we call in at different times in our life, and there will be ones that we come back to with such joy in our hearts. And so the purpose of this workshop is for you to freely explore that in a way that supports you and empowers you on your path. So allow it to look like what's authentic for you, not what is authentic for me or for anyone else, anywhere. No matter what anyone says, it's got to feel right within. So trust that. So I have chatted for long enough. And it's been a joy to connect with you all. And it's a joy to connect with you all through this workshop. And please know that I'm sending you all love and support and sharing in the experience with you. And know again to come back and to check in when you need to check in for yourself, with yourself. It's essential. So I am sending you all much love, many blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.